comes Vesey. Knocked down, puck heading towards the net. And Kerfoot will get after it. Back to the defenseman, shot, score! He somehow got it back to Baughman, who took the shot from the point. All kinds of traffic in front. And if Baughman gets credit for it, he will get his first collegiate goal as Harvard takes its first lead of the night.
Pretty good shooting percentage now as a team for the Harvard Crimson. A pair of shots and 2 goals. Not sure if this got deflected from the shot from the point from Baughman, but it's a pretty good back check by Santini after he made a pretty good opportunity at the offensive end, take down Vesey, but Kerfoot makes a pretty good effort to get to this loose puck, and he throws an area pass back to the point. It finds a seam, it gets back, and this is about a 50-foot shot, and it's a quick wrist shot. Get a look at the overhead. And there's some concern as to, was there some goaltender contact here by Vesey? He obviously got taken into the goaltender, but it was well prior to the shot. Sure looked like Demko had an opportunity to get up, get separation, get reset for the shot, and he just didn't handle it. It was the wrist shot that kind of broke through the blocker and right pad and made its way across the goal line. There's the contact on the back check by Santini. Vesey goes down. There's your contact with the goaltender. And maybe the fact that he wasn't allowed to grab his stick or had the stick knocked out of his hand may change this, but he sure looked like he had an opportunity to make the save.
And that has been a point of emphasis in college hockey this season, trying to define what is and what is not goaltender interference. Much like the NHL over the past 15 years, college hockey kind of went to the zero tolerance. Now they've tried to bring it back sort of somewhere in the middle where it's not just a matter of a half a skate in the blue area of the crease. It has to be really established interference with the goaltender. That's a tough one to call. And remember, the call on the ice is always what you said it, right? It's called a goal on the ice.
Right, and it was called the goal on the ice. And again, there is contact, Vesey with Demko. If they're ruling that, he lost his stick because of that contact, and now that's going to affect his ability to make the save, I would disagree with that. You got to hold on to your stick, number one. Otherwise, why not just drop your stick on every time there's contact? And he got reset, and there was separation, and Vesey did enough to get out of the blue paint, in my opinion.
Right. I agree with that. Vesey, as quickly as he could, got up and got away. Didn't try to linger, as so many guys will, to try to say I got pushed in. Got a little help from Santini, as it turned out, who pulled him away pretty quickly. But at the time of the shot, there is no interference. But as you said, do they think the lack of a stick was because of goaltender interference? Replay official Don Garcia will help referees Bob St. Lawrence and Brian Hicks make that decision.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if this impacts the decision at all, but if a player gets knocked into the goaltender, it essentially is what happened. Vesey gets knocked down almost from behind on the back check, not worthy of a penalty, obviously. It was a good play by Santini, but he has no chance, Vesey does, to stop and not make contact with the goaltender, and then it's his job to get out of there whether the goaltender's got his stick or not. And it doesn't look like this shot really deflects. It's just a good, hard wrist shot. Baughman at that point. Get it through, get it on net. Goaltender without his stick. Take your chances. The puck breaks through and finds the back of the net. If you're looking for offense in hockey, this should be a good goal.
And I talked about earlier about Ted Donato trying to find that depth of defensemen. So Adam Baughman played his first game on Friday night against Princeton. In Game 2, he's got his first collegiate goal. So welcome to the Beanpot, Adam Baughman. Harvard has a 2-1 lead.